Hello, viewers. Today I'm going to be playing some Patron Warrior. So, Forged in the Barrens gave us Gruntled Patron, which is a 3/3 that summons more copies of itself, very similar to Grim Patron. And the core set also gave us a revamped Warsong Commander, which, after we summon a minion, give it Rush. So, if the opponent has stuff to rush into, where our 3 health patrons can survive, then we can just fill our board with Warsong Commander plus Gruntled Patron. We also have some other ways to make Gruntled Patrons. I've got Guardian Aug Merchant, Minefield, Bladestorm, Barov, Whirling Combatant, and Overlord Sourfang. The Overlord's really good because if we have 2 dead patrons, we can just play this and then we get a 5/4, 2 3/2s, and 2 3/3s that still have their frenzies. So pretty big board all in one card. Now, unlike the previous versions of Patron Warrior, since Warsong Commander doesn't give charge, the patrons themselves aren't really a win condition. So I needed to find another win condition. I've got ETC God of Metal in the deck, because with our big patron turn, all the patrons can also do 2 face damage. That's pretty good. Just generally good with Warsong Commander as well. And then we've just got some big top end stuff. Rattlegore's a win condition on its own. Alexstrasza and Troublemakers deal a lot of damage. And then we have, what is this, 10 weapon charges in the deck. We actually have 30 damage worth of weapons. So yeah, seems like a pretty fun deck. I haven't played it too much so far, but my current win rate is 3-1, so 75% seems pretty competitive.
Magni versus Illidan. This ends now for Cosmodon.
Armorsmith seems okay against Demon Hunter. Against Deathrattle Demon Hunter, that is. I guess I'll keep it. Cthulhu Demon Hunter. As expected, of course.
Mage of Fit.
Wow, they don't want to kill my Armorsmith? I was hesitant to even play it because it dying was so bad. Well, now she's a 2/5, which isn't great against a 3/3, but it's okay. Certainly better than a 1/4.
We'll just have a little peek.
That was not outcasted, apparently. Frothing kinda sucks here. But I guess I just need to play it. That was a really slow turn, which is lucky because my turn is also slow. But from here I have Kresh, I have Sourfang, so my stuff's pretty good at this point. Oh, Alar is scary. But Kresh lines up somewhat nicely into it. Body of Cthulhu is surprisingly annoying here.
to fit.
Have to just gain some armor here.
This is not what we stood for.
Well, this isn't amazing for just Crash, but it's pretty good here. The LR comes back immediately, but it can't attack this turn, right?
Alas, poor warlock.
Alright, let's make some trouble. If I don't kill Alar, probably just die here. Killed it though.
I taste. You want my respect? Earn it.
Oh right, LR couldn't attack here. Oh, I have patrons into Kreen. That's pretty darn good.
Let's melt some fish. Drinks on me. That's my fight. Drinks on me. Cry, baby.
And then I guess I trade... Oh no, this can just go face.
Baby. That's my fight. Let's shred.
Alright, and suddenly the opponent's at 12 and I have Alexstrasza in hand. So if any of my minions live and the opponent doesn't heal, I have lethal. Even the ETC, because it has rush, so it does 2 damage.
Demons. Demons.
They can maybe play, what is it, Blackthorn? But I've seen Talon. Not sure if they could taunt up enough. Actually, they can't really taunt up enough because these all do damage if they don't kill ETC. Looks like an easy Alex lethal. Oh, it's actually just lethal on board.
And the cycle of life is reborn anew.
Nice, the patrons did their thing that game.
Magni versus
Mage. Probably Spell Mage. I guess it could be Freeze Mage as well. Either way, I don't think I keep Patron. Probably do just keep Sword Eater though. It's a really good card. Double weapon and 9-drop is not what I was hoping for. Looks like a hero power pass kind of turn. I'll just play Rokara. Sure, why not?
The wails of these caverns chill me.
Well, I like Kargath over Sword Eater here because it gets buffed by Rokara.
I wonder.
Sure. Do love to see the damage spells in that deck hitting minions. I'll just send my weapon to face since I have 3 more charges in hand. Okay. Let's just do this. Tempo. Try to kill the opponent with weapons. Definitely should have thought more about my combustion positioning, though. 2-1 probably should have been on the outside. Could not have positioned the patrons differently, I think. Oh, could have played around Cone of Cold by putting my Frenzy minion in the middle. Another patron to go with my Warsong commander. I guess I'll save the Warsong patron combo. I'm not really sure what I'm saving it for. But, they could Deck of Lunacy into Glowfly Swarm or something like that. Sick. Oh, actually sick. Yes, give me another patron. The consecration didn't even do anything.
That's my pipe. That's my pipe. Hammer time.
Well, Alexstrasza plus Axe is lethal next turn. They can have Tidal Wave. I don't know, I guess I still just hold my patron stuff. Why are you 3 mana? Why are you also 3 mana? Sourfang makes patrons. Probably just want to play my Rattlegore here. Suddenly I'm losing this game, I'm pretty sure. I can actually go Warsong Commander plus Overlord. I get 4 patrons and the Overlord all with Rush. That's pretty powerful.
It's feeding time.
Actually, all my Rattlegores get Rush as well. That might be insane next turn.
Baby, I'm a firework. That's my pint.
I don't think trading this off actually does anything, but whatever. Actually, maybe it's better not to. Then I have something that can go face. Whirlwind, Rattlegore. Trade off 2 patrons. Trade 2 patrons.
Charge forward! Rise up, children of the Horde! Drinks on me!
Oh, I only get 1 patron with a thing. I guess that was a reason to trade this off. Alright, this was insane. I think I maybe could have ended up with another 3/3 patron here. At the cost of 3 damage. Sure. I still have a Rattlegore at least. I think I maybe should have traded off my 5/4, or traded my 5/4 into the 3/4, instead of putting the damage on Rattlegore. Because once the Rattlegore gets down to a 6/6, it's like pretty doable to just deal with all of them.
Time runs out on me.
We've got a couple of lifesteal dudes over there. Oh, that's the best draw in my deck.
Charge forward! Grab and drink!
Probably don't want to play Frothing here.
That's my point! Drinks on me! 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 It's hammer time!
Let's take a card. Sure. That's why we don't play Frothing Berserker. I do still have 2 Troublemakers, Kargath Prime, and Kresh. So I have this Alexstrasza in hand as well. So I've got a lot of damage. That's a little scary. I can Barov Mindfield, which is pretty likely to be good. I don't really love shrinking my Rattlegore, though. Maybe I can just draw Bladestorm here. Wow. Do I want to just buff the shit out of my Frothing Berserker here? Seems really likely that the opponent will be able to deal with it. Let's just have a full health Frothing. Actually, this is probably going to get counterspelled, isn't it?
Maybe...
I know it's not Ice Barrier, or Oasis Ally, or Mirror Entity. So it's one of the spell secrets. No, there's another secret, right? It's probably still Counterspell. Wow, it actually wasn't Counterspell. That's really annoying that it wasn't Counterspell.
I gotta move!
Well, obviously if I knew it was Netherwind Portal, I would have not played Minefield. But I thought Counterspell was a lot more likely. I don't really know why I thought that, because I don't think my opponent should really be that afraid of warrior spells in general. So they, like if I play Athletic Studies, they'd probably rather just get a minion out of it. And since I have the Rattlegore in play already, it's not like me casting Brawl would be that powerful. Definitely taking more damage than I would like. I might just heal with Alexstrasza and try to fatigue. My opponent does still have kind of a lot of cards, though. Another Libram of Hope.
So many choices.
Do try to keep yourselves alive.
Pretty sure this always kills the 8-1. If I can draw Kargath Prime, then I'm feeling pretty good about the game. Otherwise, I'm at the mercy of my opponent's damage.
What to do? What to do?
I will be targeting myself with Alexstrasza this turn.
Time runs out on me.
Oh, Armorsmith. Armorsmith can heal me for 5 here. And I can armor along with it, so 7, but then I take 1 from a minion, so I heal for 6 here with Armorsmith, compared to 8 with Alexstrasza. Seems unlikely that Armorsmith would get much better. Wait, I think I only heal for 5, not 6.
Maybe. No.
Well, actually, either way, I'm taking 1 from one of these.
I gotta move.
On Mage foot.
Follow my lead.
Job done.
Hopefully I'm not dead, but I don't think it's that easy to die here.
Hmm.
2 more armor, I'd love to see it. Don't really care about the lifesteal, but buffing the minion. And the 4th Libram of Hope. Jesus. Well, I guess Alexstrasza is not targeting my face. I'm taking 7. I'm taking 8 here for sure. So if my opponent has 6, I'm gonna die. I don't think it's that easy for them to have 6, though. They're down to their last 5. Oh. Are they conceding? Or do they have some sort of... Oh, their hand is just all draw. This is just sad. Alright, so how can I throw? Even if that's Oasis ally, I don't think I can throw.
Death is not my goal.
It was rigged fair game. Oh man. Well, that's what happens when you deck a Lunacy. You get a lot of card draw.
Magni versus Hazelbark.
Here for a lesson?
For Cosmodon.
Interesting hand. I think I just keep these 3 against Token Druid. Minefield and Whirling Combatant are good clears in their own rights. And Frothing Berserker can maybe do a ton of damage off Whirling Combatant. We'll see. Alright. Nature Studies doesn't really tell me what the opponent's playing. Well, if my opponent continues to do nothing, then frothing into Sword Eater is pretty good. If I play Whirling Combatant into Whirling Combatant, the second one does 3 AoE, right? So these back-to-back do kill Frothing. Well, my opponent's just chilling over there. That's fine with me, I guess. Glowfly. So I can Whirling Combatant, Minefield, and then if the Minefield happens to hit the combatant, then I get 2 AoE. Power of the Wild kind of messes that up, but I get a shitload of damage out of Frothing by doing that. So Whirling Combatant buffs my Frothing by 9. Minefield is 14. So if Minefield hits Whirling Combatant, I think I just have Lethal. There are going to be 10 minions in play. It's fairly likely it hits. It's mostly just really funny if my opponent dies here. So I'm just going to go for it. Unfortunate. Well, this trade doesn't even miss damage. Now I could die here. But if I don't die here, I have Whirling Combatant into Warsong Commander plus Gruntled Patron. Both of those should be really strong. And there's no way I'm dying if the opponent's starting with Thorn Growth Sentries. Hold the weapon, I guess. ETC's good here because if it sticks and I play Warsong Gruntled Patron next turn, then it doesn't really matter what my opponent does, but they probably are just going to die to this board. Alright, pretty sure the opponent's super dead here. Well, my Frothing only did 19 damage, but that was good enough.